Hello everyone. In this video we're going to be taking a look at an article from the Los Angeles Times. Fearful of Trump's America, asylum seekers from across the globe stream into Canada. It's by Alexandra Zavis and photography by Carolyn Cole. It was published on September 15th, reporting from Hemmingford, Canada. Now, what gets me is the LA Times is completely lying about this situation. Anyone who's seen Rebel Media's reports on this, in particular Faith Goldie, when she was there, she sort of exposed this. These are not asylum seekers that are fearful of Trump's America. What they're doing is they're basically looking at the fact of coming into America to just use it to get to Canada. That's the bottom line. But yet, they're not going to tell you this because they're trying to make it look like Trump's got all these people scared shitless. And this has nothing to do with Trump. This has everything to do, and they've said it in these videos, that they're going to Canada basically to get free shit. Because they know Trudeau will hand them free shit. And with all of them showing up, Trudeau and the people in Quebecois land took a shit. So, yeah, nice try here, Alexandra. Let's get into this fucking work of fiction. Every hour or so, a taxi pulls up at the end of a remote county road in upstate New York and deposits another load of anxious and worried passengers. It's actually a lot sooner than that. It's a lot closer in interval. You're full of shit. Okay, you don't want to lay out how fucking rampant and how bad this really is. From here, it is steps across a gully to the Canadian province of Quebec, where police stand ready to arrest anyone who enters illegally. Now, actually, it used to be a road that went from the United States into Canada, and then, like, post 9/11 time, because we can't have cars going across, they literally just dug a fucking trench. So, what did Canada do? They filled the fucking trench in, which we're going to see if you can see it in these pictures, so that people could actually walk. They built a bridge and filled it in and made it so that people could actually easily walk across. From here, it is steps across a gully. Yep. Okay, yeah, you make it sound like, they actually have to go into a gully. They don't. I love that part. Undeterred, the travelers drag their suitcases across a makeshift dirt bridge, past a sign that declares in French and in English, no pedestrians, and surrender to the waiting officers. Okay. So you just made it so they have to go through a gully, but yet they go across a dirt bridge, which in actuality, they had to fill it in and come into U.S. territory to do so. So why the hell wasn't a local cop there going, no way, no, Mr. Canadian, you're not coming any closer. Anyways, you look at this situation, and they're trying to make it sound like it's something other than what it is. It's fucking hilarious. They are part of a surge of asylum seekers from Haiti, Sudan, Turkey, Eritrea, and beyond who have been streaming into Canada in recent months, hoping for refuge they believe will be denied them in the United States. Well, because, yeah, the way Canadian law is written, if you fucking walk in and say, I'm a refugee, you're a refugee. And they don't even fucking question the shit. In the United States, if you say, I'm a refugee, we go, really? Where are you from? All right, well, why are you a refugee? And we actually question them. So they're using the United States to get into Canada because the way the law is written, if you get into Canada and say you're a refugee, you're a fucking refugee. So they're using that. And what are these assholes doing? They're actually fucking helping them. And there's a law that says if they're coming from the United States into Canada, they can't claim refugee status, but yet they're still fucking allowing them to. It's hilarious. Which is fine by me. Let them take them in. Less we have to deal with. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police intercepted nearly 3,000 of the asylum seekers at this one illicit crossing in July, nearly 4 times the number apprehended in June. In the first 2 weeks of August, 3,700 more were taken into custody. And those numbers are actually kind of low. I believe Faith Goldie, with her math, actually did it. And it turns out it's more people than they're letting on. I suggest, regardless of what you think of rebel media, especially with the Ezra shit going on, that had been going on. I don't know what's on it because I really don't pay attention. But check out Faith Goldie's reporting on it. All right? It's fucking scary what's really going on. They're not even giving you the full details of it. A lot of these people aren't even looking... The majority of these people aren't even refugees. They're just looking for free shit. They even say it. That's what's fucked up. You would think the LA Times would at least go and research what others have done for reporting on this, so that way, you know, they don't look like fucking morons. We've never seen such numbers coming in. Claude Castonguay, a spokesman for the force, told reporters that they're unprecedented. Yeah, because they know they can fucking get in. People get across the border. What's fucked up is they're buying all this expensive shit, like cell phones and jewelry and clothing, in the United States. Alright? They're coming dressed to the fucking hilt. I mean, look at these people. They're quote-unquote fucking refugees. And they got designer fucking luggage. They're wearing fucking nice clothes. She's wearing nice clothes. They're fucking refugees. Refugees, you show up with the clothes on your fucking back, and they should look like they're all, you know, like they're rags. Alright? They should look like shit that Goodwill would reject. But no, these people looking pretty fucking snazzy, if you ask me. It's fucked up. Though the number have dropped in the last few weeks, the influx has strained Canada's immigration and refugee services, leaving officials scrambling to find places to shelter them all and causing months-long delays in the processing of asylum claims. Oh, God. Canada fucked themselves. These people got across the border and went, all right, come on through. We got in. No problem. And that's exactly what the fuck happened here. Because Trudeau, being the globalist dumb little shit he is, created a situation that blew up too fast for him to just kind of brush aside. I mean, people, French Canadians in Quebec, oh, trust me, they ain't going to put up with this shit. They're not like the rest of Canada and going to roll over. They're not going to let, like, Creole French from Haiti start rolling into their territory. It just ain't happening. And if they think it's going to happen, oh, they're in for a fucking surprise. Canadian authorities set up tents at the border and installed rows of cots at the Montreal Olympic Stadium, a jarring sight for many Canadians who say the scenes are reminiscent of a war zone. Schools, conference halls, and abandoned hospitals were also converted into temporary shelters for the migrants. This is fucked up. And they're trying to make this sound like these people going to Canada to exploit the system is because they're fearful of Trump's America. Oh, God. This is so fucking pathetic. Alexandria, you're fucking dumb. You're a moron if you think that you actually are going to get this narrative to fly with anyone with half a fucking brain. The rush poses a political problem for the Liberal government of Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, who faces a backlash from opposition parties and anti-immigrant groups because of his welcoming stance towards refugees. It's actually his welcoming stance towards anyone. Open fucking borders. Say it like it is, because it don't matter if they're fucking refugees or not. He wants them to come. He'll take them the fuck in. We are giving our country away to other people, said Buddy Hampton, an 80-year-old drummer from Hemmingford, the community on the Canadian side of the border where most of the migrants are arriving. He said that he sympathized with those seeking a better life, but the Canadians, too, were struggling. And he's very fucking right. Very poignant, very dead on. Worry about Canada first. But see, little Trudeau, all right, who's the best of his father, ran down his mother's fucking inner thigh. He doesn't grasp that simple concept that you should be worrying about Canada and Canadians first. Don't get it. He's just this globalist little cuck allowing this shit to happen, and it's sad. It really is. Government officials have taken to the press and social media in recent weeks to try to dispel the notion, common among the migrants, that anyone who requests asylum in Canada will automatically receive permanent residence. Oh, the overwhelming majority have been and are, so they're fucking calling in and saying, yeah, come on in, eh? We're already talking like them, eh? Come on in, eh? And that's what they're doing. You will not be at an advantage if you choose to enter Canada irregularly, Trudeau said at a news conference. You must follow the rules, and there are many. Yeah, the only reason why Trudeau is saying this now is because he's gotten so much pressure in Canada from the silent majority that he's had to backpedal. Police say they first noticed an increase in illegal crossings around the time of the U.S. election in November, and many of the asylum seekers say they have lost hope that America will accept them as long as President Trump remains in office. No, they're fucking illegals. The ones that are saying that are actual fucking illegals going, oh, fuck me. Trump will deport me. I'm going to Canada. Jester won't deport my ass. And that's what they're doing. All right, the actual majority of asylum seekers, which Faith Goldie, talked to them, interviewed them, the people that are going up there, they're literally flying into the U.S., buying American goods, like goods at American prices, and then traveling across the fucking border. I mean, look at this. Expensive fucking luggage. Yeah, these people are really fucking refugees. A guy with a fucking New York Yankees fucking hat. Oh, yeah, okay. Or a woman, I should say. But with a fucking Yankees fucking woolly. Yeah. Yeah, she's a fucking... Yeah, refugee's my fucking ass. Oh, this is fucked up. Some are from the 6 predominantly Muslim countries, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Syria, and Yemen, subject to a U.S. travel ban imposed by Trump. Bullshit. Complete fucking lie. Faith Goldie proved they're not. But yet, you're going to fucking push this fucking narrative. How the fuck did they get in the country, you stupid shit? Huh, Alexandria? They couldn't have flown in. And if they're already here, they're fucking safe. So your narrative is blown right there. But they also include many other foreign nationals who are frightened by his crackdown on illegal immigration and vows to slash the number of immigrants admitted in the U.S. lawfully. So yeah, they're fucking illegals. Oh, they're refugees. No, they're fucking illegals. Overwhelming majority of them. They're illegals. Or they're people who came here on tourist visas and they're fucking using us as the stopping ground to fucking go up to Canada. I love this fucking complete misrepresentation of shit here, Alexandra. The largest share, about 85% of those currently arriving, are Haitians who lacked visas to enter the U.S. or overstayed the ones they had and now fearing being sent home. Actually, a lot of them flew the fuck in. Stopped in America and then went up to Canada. That's what's been going on. Faith asked them. The Haitians. A lot, more than one, several of them. And they're like, oh, I flew in on tourist visa. And I'm going up to Canada. Yeah. So nice try. We went through an epic journey to reach the United States. People died on the way, said Louina St. Just, a 42-year-old father of 5 from Haiti who passed through 11 countries, braving vast rainforests and treacherous rivers on a 3-month trek from Brazil to San Diego last year. And now they want to deport us. Yeah, because you fucking came here illegally. And I highly doubt your fucking story. Haiti? You went all the way to fucking... Yeah, bullshit. When you could take a fucking boat into Florida, you went all the way. And you think you're fucking entitled to stay? And now that... Yeah, of course we want to deport you. You're not here legally. Fuck you, dude. You're pathetic. Well, I got here. I should be able to stay. No, that's not how it works. He said he can't return to Haiti, a country assailed by natural disasters, political turbulence, violent crime, and a deadly cholera outbreak. So he flew to New York and caught a Greyhound bus to Plattsburgh. About 6 hours to the north from there, it's a 20-minute taxi ride past cornfields and apple orchards to Roxham Road, a now well-known spot in the town of Champlain, where he entered Canada. So which is it? I don't get this one. So, which way did he come in? You got two stories from him here. He either fucking came in from Haiti, went through 11 countries, rainforests, and all that, or he flew into New York. Which is it? You just I don't get how you can have two fucking stories like that in your little thing here. Your little work of fiction. That goes to show how full of shit you are. He came in from New York, or he came in through Mexico. Which one? Oh my God. Did anyone proofread this? Because you don't exactly leave both stories in like that on how he got here. It shows how full of shit you are. So many people are using this spot that the Canadian police set up tents on their side of the frontier to search the migrants and verify they don't pose a threat. The tents are staffed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. As the nights started getting cooler, heating was added. If the influx continues, there are plans to replace the tents with trailers. Of course it's going to continue. You're taking them in. If you look what Trump said, we're no longer going to fucking let the borders be open. Boom, 70% drop. Now you know how we feel, because they're like, oh, America ain't going to let us hang out. Well, Trudeau said he would. We're going there. From there, the migrants are loaded into minivans for the 10-minute drive to the nearest official port of entry at Saint Bernard de la Colle. I butchered that. I used to be able to enunciate French perfectly. Couldn't speak it worth a shit, but now I can't even enunciate it. So, entry at Saint Bernard de la Colle, where the army set up more tents to house them while they wait to file asylum claims, a process that was taking up to 4 days at the height of the influx. 4 days? Wow! Oh my God, 4 days to get a free fucking pass. Heaven forbid. Eventually, they are bused to shelters in Montreal, where they complete the application process and are given help finding more permanent housing. Oh, God. You're basically handing the shit to them. This is fucking pathetic. You're like saying, oh, yeah, come on in here. Here's free shit. Although crossing at Roxham Road is illegal, the exchanges that take place there between police and migrants have the feeling of a well-rehearsed script. A man from Haiti who looks to be in his 20s hops out of a taxi on the U.S. side of the border carrying only what he can fit into a small backpack. A Canadian officer calls out to him in French and in English. The legal port of entry is 3 miles away, the officer says. This is an illegal crossing point. If he crosses here, he will be arrested. I prefer to go to prison, the man tells the officer. Others seem confused by the officer's warning and hesitate, but eventually almost everyone crosses, some with their hands in the air. The migrants know if they request asylum at an official port of entry, they will be turned back and told to apply in the U.S. Yeah, exactly. It's a fucking loophole that they're taking advantage of. And these fucking Canadian cops should be like, you ain't crossing here. And they should be literally stopping them, which would fuck us in the U.S. But to protect Canada, they shouldn't be helping them across to the point of where they literally fill in the gully, because there used to be the road literally used to go straight through to Canada. But like post-September 11th and all that, it wasn't a good idea in their eyes to have it to where people could just cross the border. And you used to be able to do that in a lot of locations. And it wasn't a big deal, you know? At least for Americans and Canadians. Now it's a big deal for us, but these fuckers can just walk right the fuck through any place they want. If you're not a citizen of either, oh yeah, come on, just cross over. Fuck the law. Fuck it all. The rules enshrined in a 2002 agreement between the U.S. and Canada are based on the... Wait a minute. Did I miss something? Oh, yeah. Oh, never mind. Okay. So the rules enshrined in a 2002 agreement between the U.S. and Canada are based on the principle that those fleeing war and persecution should petition for protection in the first safe country they reach. Yeah? That's how it should be. But in a quirk of international law, once the migrants set foot on Canadian soil, legally or not, they can apply for designation as refugees there. No, that's not international law. That's a complete that's Canadian law. Letting them do this. Illegal rights advocates, not migrant, oppose the agreement, arguing that it encourages people to make dangerous illegal crossings. 2 men from Ghana lost most of their fingers to frostbite last winter after getting lost in waist-deep snow while negotiating the icy prairies along the U.S. border with the Canadian province of Manitoba. Oh my God. That right there is not the fault of that law. It's the fault of those fucking morons thinking that they're entitled to fucking go to Canada. Put blame where blame is due. The fucking morons who went through waist-deep fucking snow, who came from Ghana, where it's fucking hot as all hell, and went, oh, it'd be a good idea to cross in the fucking snow up to our fucking waist. That's their fucking fault. No one else's, not the laws, it's theirs. It's a mystery how people from as far as way of Africa and the Middle East first discovered Roxham Road, which cuts through thick forest and is lined with a handful of trailer homes. But once they did, word spread quickly on social media about how easy it is to enter Canada here. Well, they found out because of the fucking coyotes. That's how. Faith Goldie covered this. If you took 5 seconds, Alexandra, to do some research and looked at Faith Goldie's reporting on this, you'd actually know all this. Oh, wait, you don't want to know this because it destroys your fucking bullshit narrative. The numbers crossing here ramped up dramatically after the Trump administration said in May that it plans to withdraw the temporary protected status that has allowed some 58,000 previously undocumented Haitians to live legally in the U.S. since an earthquake devastated their island in 2010. That's a complete false fucking statement. They're all documented. They're all fucking refugees. They've been here for fucking 7 years and they are documented. They're temporary refugee status. Time's up for them. They've been here 7 years. They don't want to go home. That ain't our fucking problem. Looks like they're going to make it Canada's. Then Homeland Security Secretary John F. Kelly extended their special reprieve through January 22, 2018, but urged beneficiaries to use the time to prepare to go home. The announcement spread panic among Haitians in the U.S. who are concentrated on the East Coast within easy reach of the Quebec border. You have to understand that these are people who are already well established in another country, said Chantal Ismy, who served on the board of directors for the Maison de Haiti, a community center in Montreal that has been helping new arrivals complete immigration paperwork, rent apartments, and enroll their children in school. They were here temporarily, okay? They could have went back, but no, they figured that the free ride here, okay, to fucking stay was going to be never ending. That's not our problem. That's their fucking problem. All right? Whatever assets they have, liquidate them and go back. With the amount of money, if you actually made some, being a productive member of American society, should set you up pretty nice. Especially in a low cost of living area like that. And I hate to sound like an asshole if you think I am, but that's the truth of it. Most of these people were working and some of them were doing very well, she said. There were children who were born over there and have no roots in Haiti. So it's a big human drama. Well, they're fucking American citizens. Okay? Have the parents apply for permanent residency status because their children are American. Go through the fucking process. It's not that hard. It's not that fucking hard. over there. Yeah, so it's a big human drama. Yeah, it's fucking drama. So what? Drama. Make you feel bad. Guilt. What many don't realize, however, is that Canada entered its own temporary protection for Haitians in 2014, and only those who can show they face a risk of persecution or torture will be allowed to remain. Yeah, exactly. The Immigration and Refugee Board of Canada accepted 50% of the refugee claims made last year by Haitians. More than 500 Haitian nationals have been deported since January, most of them to the U.S., where they still have at least temporary legal status. Canada's like, get out of here, eh? Go back to America, eh? You hoser. Leave, eh? Because of the summer surge, the wait time for hearings, for a hearing to determine whether an asylum claim is eligible for consideration is stretched from days to months. Oh, big fucking whoop. A final decision could take a year or longer. So basically, they're dragging this shit out so you get more time. Okay, fine. St. Just, who had been living in San Diego, is keeping his hopes up. Oh, God. When he presented himself to officials at the U.S.-Mexico border, he was placed in detention for 6 days, then released with no idea where to go. He said he has been treated far better in Canada. Yeah, because they're going to give you free shit. America were like, you came here illegally. Fuck you, dude. You should be out of here, but we can't fucking deport you because Obama was an asshole when you came in. We couldn't fucking do shit because Obama was in office and he said, don't fucking deport him. But there's a new president in the fucking Oval Office, and yeah, fuck you. Here they welcome us. They give us food, a place to stay. I want to spend the rest of my life here, he said outside the Montreal Olympic Stadium, where he was living with about 400 other asylum seekers, down from 900. Yeah, you want the free shit. You just fucking basically said, I want to spend the rest of my life here. They're giving me free shit. Dude, fuck you. We don't care. Go, stay. We stay there. In a few days, St. Just was expecting to collect his first government assistance check, typically about $670 a month for a single person or $1,200 for a family of 4, and move into an apartment. Yeah, you want the free shit. Now that influx is slowed, Canadian authorities are no longer housing people at the stadium, but they say so many as 100 asylum seekers will still show up every day at the Quebec border. What's funny is you're going to get that money, and you're probably going to have your rent paid for too. Not so long ago, a black SUV pulled up to the orange traffic cones at the end of the Roxham Road. Abakar Ahmed, an Uber driver from New York City, said he had friends with him who had run into political difficulties in Sudan and wanted to cross into Canada. That sounds kind of like a plot from fucking 24. Just saying. Where's Kiefer Sutherland when you need him? There was a time when Ahmed would have advised the friends, a couple and their 2 children aged 4 and 7, to apply for asylum in the U.S., but not anymore. Ahmed said, as he unloaded their luggage, America has changed. Dude. Yeah, we're not putting up with fucking bullshit anymore. We're not being walked all over. The husband, who said he would be returning to Sudan to tend to business interests there, scooped up the children for a farewell squeeze, then wiped tears from his face as he watched them walk to the border with their mother. So what, is he going back to fight fucking ISIS? And he's going to have Canada pay for his wife and fucking kids? I mean, this is what that's kind of sounding like. This is like fucking 24 shit here. I'm just saying. But, you know, I mean, this goes to show how fucked up they are on covering this shit. But anyways, I'm going to leave this there. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video, when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.